Yeah, hello everyone. This is EM Convos, and today we have Ubi Franklin. Ubi, good to have you here.
Thank you, Taribu, for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. So the essence of EM Convos is to have conversations. We drive conversations on love, life, living, and let's just get right in, Ubi.
Yeah.
Let's meet Ubi. Who is Ubi Franklin?
I'm a hustler. I always say I'm a Lagos hustler. 34, father of 4. Yeah, living the best life I can, creating impact, impacting as many people as possible, and just living the life.
When you say living the best life, what do you call living the best life?
The best life is just understanding that it's you first before any other person.
Good. I agree. When you talk about living your best life, you first, some persons might actually think it is, what's it called? You're being selfish, but it's you doing you. Because I always say you are the most important person to you. Mm-hmm. So you get to the point where you tell yourself you need to fix you. Do you first. Because if you don't do you, you can't present the best version of yourself to every other person, as a spouse, as a father, or as a brother, or as a son. So what was your journey like to get to the point where you are now, living the best life you're living?
Oftentimes we, as people in the world, we feel like if I offend Taribo,
yes,
or if Taribo is angry because of a particular situation, I have to find a way to control Taribo, how Taribo acts.
Yes.
So now, between how Taribo feels and how I feel, or the situation, it needs time.
Yes.
And once time, you give it time, everything will fix itself. If I'm not meant to speak to Taribo for the rest of my life, I'm not meant to speak to him.
Yes.
If he's meant to get angry after a few weeks or a few days, and then we get back into a formation.
Yeah.
So you need to always understand that you can never control another person's emotion.
True.
It's like a woman leaving a man, and you go and meet the man and say, "Don't worry." You understand? You are not in the man's position. You need to leave him to grieve his grief. You understand? So basically, how I've been able to get to this position is always understanding that I cannot control another person's how another person thinks and how they react to stuff.
Yes.
I can only control how I feel about the situation and how I react to a situation. That's how I've been able to get here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was talking recently at an event and trying to make them understand that you don't tell another person you're overreacting.
Yeah.
Because the same thing that could happen to you could happen to me, and I react differently, and you react in a particular different way.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean that we are, okay, I am overreacting, but it just means that this is how I interpret it. Mm-hmm. And every emotion is valid.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling this way, it is valid.
Yeah.
Now, let's look at your journey in the workplace, in business. You've done a lot in the last decade or so.
15 years.
Yes, or more than a decade. So let's get to know, what are the things you do actually for a living?
So I came into Lagos in 05, 06. I straight went into being a PA to my older brother.
Okay.
And then after that, my brother kind of sacked me and asked me to go and do a professional course in London, in Ghana.
Okay.
So I went to Ghana. When I got back from Ghana, I met Julius Agu. I became Julius Agu's PA. And that's how I got into the entertainment industry, met Yanya, techno, and all of that. Then that was the music side. Then I saw an opportunity in hospitality. I owned a restaurant. From there, I started owning hotels and apartments. Then I built an apartment platform to be an apartment broker. I started selling properties. Leasing apartments out to people, like an apartment broker. My company is Instant Apartment. Mm-hmm. And then this year, January, I became a special advisor to my governor, controversy on tourism. So I really walked through the life. I know that I'm not, but gradual process I'll get there.
Yeah, you're good. So on this journey, what are those creative decisions and major decisions you've made to get here? Or would you say you were just lucky?
No, I won't say I was lucky. I'll say that I prepared myself for the boss to pick me up at the junction.
Okay.
You know, today we always see that you can sit in your house, get your mobile phone, order a taxi, and the taxi comes to pick you.
Yeah.
But there's always an effort you need to do to get to your destination. The effort is wake up every morning, shower, get dressed, and go to the meeting point.
Yes.
The meeting point is you need to always make conscious decisions to understand that this thing belongs to me and I need to get it.
Yeah.
That's number one. Now, don't forget that if you order a taxi from your mobile phone to come and get you, you need to still shower. You need to get off the bed, shower,
Definitely.
get food, you know, then walk out of your door and get into the car.
You have a part.
You understand?
Yeah.
So the car can never drive into your bedroom and just park for you. So what I've done is I won't say it's luck.
Yeah.
You know, I prepared myself. You know, the prayer I always pray to God is, God, may I never get to may I never get to my point of receiving and I miss it.
Yeah, where you miss
So
opportunity
it's like
because
missing,
you're not ready.
Yeah, it's like missing your point. You're missing your boss.
Yes.
You know, it's like being in London and you're traveling, you're going somewhere and you miss your boss. You know, every time you miss your boss, they tell you there's another. So now you might not know how long God will, the next opportunity is going to come for you. So for me, what I've done to get to this point is always preparing myself. Like you know my friends, you know the people around me.
Yes.
You see how they behave. So there are people that tell. So I also hang around people that tell me the hard truth.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm doing something like if I want to set up a business, I'll go to them and say, well, I want to do this business. I want to do this. Like with their wealth of experience in consulting and setting up businesses, having succeeded in businesses, they'll tell me, no, you see this?
It won't work.
You know, but do it this way, do it this way. They'll tell you how they feel like they're not going to go behind your back to talk to somebody. So I hang around the right people. You know, I make conscious decisions, I make conscious efforts to understand that this thing I'm about to do, you know, it goes well or it goes bad, I'll take it.
Okay.
So now the thing is, I'm a risk taker. I take the risk because HR is equals to HR. You hire the risk, they hire the reward.
Yeah, you've even dived into my next question I was supposed to ask, and I could point out already, you're answering them, getting the right people, being around the right persons, the right support system, and consulting the right persons, taking risk and diving in. Because I want to ask, on your journey in business, what if you're looking at it now, your biggest business lessons that you've come
My
to
biggest business lesson is a structure.
Okay.
You know, everything is a system. When you get to the airport, you see the entire structure when you're flying out of any state or a country. Either you call your travel agent or you go online and book a ticket. So you book a ticket to get yourself a seat on the plane.
Yeah.
Now, so you book a ticket. The fact that you booked a ticket, yes, you're on the flight, but you don't have a seat.
Yeah.
Right? So now, you now get to a point where you need to book a seat on the flight. Either you want a window seat or an aisle seat. From there, the airport is not going to meet you in your house, or the flight is not. You have to drive to the airport.
True.
You know, once you get to the airport, you get into the plane, you check in, you do your security check, and you fly. That is a structure.
Yeah.
Because it's a system that has been working and to continue working.
Yes.
So you find out that every time you go against that system, you miss your flight.
True.
Or either pay caution for your flight or everything. So now you need to understand that one thing I've come to understand that one of my biggest business lessons that is at some point I didn't have the structure.
Okay.
That make things happen for me seamlessly.
Oh yeah.
So right now, people think, okay, I'm on social media right now, doing my work. You know, I'm in school, and I'm in school doing another degree. Is because all I need to do is every morning, I open my phone, I see emails from my GM, my accountant, my lawyers. What do you want me to do? I do them. Go and do your own job.
Okay.
So if you have a structure, you have a perfect life.
Okay.
Now, perfect life, I mean, I'm not saying perfect, but you have a life that you can actually sit down and be relaxed. As I am, I can travel 1 month, and I know that my business is going fine.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Looking at our environment, our operating environment here in Nigeria, what are the challenges as a businessman, the challenges of doing business in Nigeria? Let's look at the challenges, then also the strength that we have as Nigerians doing business in Nigeria.
The challenges of doing business in Nigeria is basically the rules and that guides doing business in Nigeria, which is You see government.
Yeah.
Government just wakes up and says, we want this.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even come to the industry players to just sit down with them and say, see, this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
Now, what have you faced? So the problem with doing business in Nigeria is gathering data, understanding the right information to use to take business decisions or to put laws in place. For example, what was the case? Okay, let's talk about the NIPOS issue that happened recently.
Yes.
Right? Because I have a logistic company. So the NIPOS issue that happened recently, what I would have expected NIPOS to do is put the industry players in place, ask them questions. What are you guys, how much you guys make? Just talk to say, we want to just help you, make. So once you have the right information you want to have, then you can now tell them, this is what we want to implement. Deliberation.
Yeah.
So good thing yesterday I saw that the governor of Lagos State did that with cab hailing services in Lagos. He called all of them, had a conversation with them, and they negotiated on the best. That is what government is.
Yeah.
So now when government does that, it helps you doing business. Because right now, it's difficult to wake up and just open a business because you don't know if the business you are doing, something is going to happen tomorrow.
The government policies. Everything.
So basically, the things that are the difficult part of doing business in Nigeria is government policies because so a lot of them don't think before. So now, if in other places, the reason why government policies, though some are strict, is better is because some of the guys in government have actually run businesses. Yeah. They went to school properly. They don't just have a certificate for having a certificate.
Yes.
They are bright.
True.
You understand? So now, when they are doing things, they go by the book. They go by things that are working on. They call consultants. They call people and say, you know what, look into this decision we want to make and tell us what. So now the only problem in Nigeria, doing business in Nigeria, is government policies can take you out of business in 24 hours. Yeah. You might be making money. You're on the highest level. Government policy will just come take you out of business immediately. Yeah. And once that happens, government is government. They say after God is government. You understand? So, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I think that's it. So, but the good thing about doing business in Nigeria is, I always tell people, Nigeria is a country that if you can succeed here, right, you can succeed anywhere. Because we don't have a particular pattern. Yeah. We just go. Once you have the right product, and you have the right audience, you have the right people, you sell it. That's all. Okay. Nigeria is a beautiful place to do business, but the only thing you need to always watch out for is, as you're investing, be watching out for government policies.
So we have our strength. Yeah. That's our population and
I also don't forget that doing business in Nigeria is like when people doing business in Nigeria is like knowing that okay, you bought a phone, and then they tell you accept the terms and conditions. Yeah. You accept it. Now, in your mind, you believe that I've accepted these terms and conditions because they will not take the phone. But you don't know that if you open an iPhone, for example, and read the terms and conditions, on that terms and conditions, there's a place that says this phone still belongs to us. If at any time you are doing anything that's fraudulent or with this phone, we can withdraw the phone back. Yes. So some people don't know this. Yes. So, but we just, because of, it's a fine phone or the business is lucrative, let's go for it. Yes. And that's it.
Yeah. Okay. We've talked about business a little. Now let's go to love.
Yeah.
You were once married.
Yeah.
And what happened? Your marriage ended.
For me, having looked at it 4 years after, I think there was something there was something I've come to understand that it was. Never force a situation to happen.
Okay.
Right? I think I forced that situation to happen.
That you
yeah, so
that's the start of the marriage.
Yeah, because like what people don't know is I met my ex-wife 3 months. I met my 4th of January 2014. No, 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. So I met my ex-wife 4th of January 2015.
Okay.
Engaged at 19th of March 2015. So barely 3 months. Like
okay.
3 months, 2 months and some change. And
you were madly in love.
Yeah, but you see, another thing is I tell people,
okay,
with my experience, marriage is not something you plan how you want it or when you are ready for it.
Yes.
I think marriage is something that when you get to a point, you find out. And so because for me, a year before that, I started planning that I want to get married.
Yeah.
So now it was about who is that girl that comes to my life at that point when I feel comfortable.
Yeah, you were ready as a man.
So yeah, as a man, I'm ready mentally.
Yes.
But I didn't know that. But the finances were not as ready as I was.
Okay.
Now, I'll explain that later. Now, I was ready,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that she wasn't ready.
Okay.
So now, because of playing the whole, oh please, you cannot embarrass me, you cannot disappoint me, I've already engaged you, playing that part,
Yeah.
put me in a position where maybe she felt some type of way.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And she felt like, okay, you know what, let me go in with this.
Yeah.
And then getting into the marriage, you don't see exactly, maybe some things don't tick the boxes for you,
Yes.
right? From
Your
my
expect-
side and
your
from my side.
expectations,
Yeah.
yeah.
So her expectations and my expectations, at some point you feel like, why did I even get into this after all?
Yes.
Do you understand? I feel like maybe I would have just stayed the way I was without going into the marriage itself. Do you understand? Not that she's a bad person or I am a bad person, but you just find out that there are a lot of marriages that grow apart because these people got into marriage for the wrong reason.
Yes.
Right? Maybe because, oh, let me not embarrass this guy. He has gone this far, or let me just do it because since he has seen me worthy
Yes.
as a wife, let me do it.
Yes.
But you are not ready
Yeah.
where you are coming from.
Yes, taking it up from where you said, I agree also because I often say that two right persons might be wrong for each other. So two good persons
Yeah.
might be wrong for each other. So oftentimes, if relationships and marriage end, it doesn't necessarily mean both partners or one person is a bad person. Yes, because I can be good for you and bad for another person.
Yeah.
So if you've not taken yourself to the point where we look at all our expectations and be sure that you're ready to fulfill those expectations and commit to a particular degree to this person, because you could meet another person and
It will be.
yes, it's different. You feel differently.
Yeah, that's why I always say marriage is like being a size 43. I'm wearing a 42 and a half. Do you understand?
Interesting.
Now, if you're a size 43, it's most likely a size, if you're a size 43, it's most likely a size 42 and a half will fit you.
Yeah.
But now, because a shoe is cute,
Yeah.
beautiful shoe, you like it,
You don't want to let go.
is what is in vogue.
Yes.
You don't want to let go. And
Yeah.
I've been in that position.
Yes.
I bought a shoe that was not my, was size, I'm size 43. The shoe was 42 and a half. I bought the shoe because I wanted that shoe.
Yeah.
I just wanted to wear it for one event, and when I go there, after that, it can go. But,
Yes.
that's how marriage is.
Yeah.
So sometimes we fit ourselves in situations where, and don't forget that even a size 43, that is your size
Yeah.
in shoes, there are days where you wear that shoe. Don't forget that one leg is bigger than one.
Yes.
Don't forget, there are days you wear that shoe and it's still tight.
Yeah.
So that's how marriage is. And you still feel the pain. But now it's better you are in a marriage that is a little bit comfortable and is understanding than being in a marriage that is you don't fit in, but you just want to force yourself in. Then the pain is too much.
Exactly. So this doesn't need to be the normal, right? Because when you decide to get married to someone, I think you're saying, I want to share my life with you in entirety. So to a particular degree, I should be comfortable, that I should know that, okay, this is a safe space for me to thrive, that marriage is a safe space for me to thrive. So if I'm making too many adjustments, if there's a level of discomfort that I cannot, everyone, we have a level of risk appetite and what we can tolerate.
Yeah.
So it is important that when we get married, you tell yourself, okay, I can take this in the long run. I can't take this in the long run. So it's temporary. So will you say you played a part in the marriage ending?
Like I said earlier, I don't think, you see, I think that if I'd known what I know now,
Yes.
I would just have shut down that ship
Yeah.
when it was about to sail, because I feel like I was so much in a hurry to be there, to get married, right? And be done with marriage, that I didn't notice a few things that, like I had explained earlier, when you tell somebody walk in my shoes, right? That means the person might be a size smaller or a size bigger.
Yeah.
So that means they cannot fit in your shoe.
Yeah.
So it's not one size fits all. So if you say being apart, I don't think, like I always say to people, every marriage that breaks, when you look into it, that's why today I don't listen to people, when you come and say, oh, you're married, babe, oh, you start complaining about your spouse, I don't listen.
Yeah.
Because, except maybe, okay, oh, you have wounds on your body.
Yeah, when there's
violence
and abuse.
Abuse. But you see, when marriage crash, trust me, everybody play the part.
Yeah, it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
At the same time, it takes two for that division to
Yeah,
happen.
because the thing is, one person cannot agree and the other person disagree. Mm-hmm. And one thing I've come to understand is you can never use money or anything to buy love and keep it.
True.
You understand?
True.
If it was money, I'd spend everything.
But you know, on this part, people are still not getting it.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's not money. See,
Yeah.
if you marry a woman because, see, marriages today that are in Nigeria, everybody wants to marry comfort.
Yeah.
But with the comfort comes pain. Yeah. Now, the thing is this, I'll tell you this. I can tell you that a lot of young girls today are getting married because of the wedding day. Yeah. Now, they forget that weddings are just celebration to let people know that, oh, we've been fucking. Do you understand? Yeah. So we decided to make it open so that if you see me have a child, you don't get embarrassed and my parents will not get embarrassed. Yeah. So, but the real cocoa is when you get into the house.
That's when the life actually starts.
Now, look at COVID, this period of COVID. I tell you that this period of COVID, if you go to the court, there are many divorce cases there. Everybody filed it. You know why? Because people had not lived together the way. We might be in the same house, but we were not living together.
Exactly.
Because I wake up every morning, carry my bag, boom.
And we're all going our business.
So now, you can't travel to London, you can't travel to America. Everywhere was shut, especially the first 2 months.
Yes.
You know, people were in their houses. We didn't know, you didn't know people.
Yes. For the
so
first
right
time,
now, you find out that the girl you were dating, we didn't know her. The man you were married to, you didn't really know the man.
Yes.
You understand? You don't know whether the man was bi or the man, because he wakes up every morning, oh, honey, kiss you in the forehead, and he's gone. Yeah. You don't know whether he's going to an apartment that he already has. Yeah. So right now, there was no excuse to tell honey that you're leaving your house.
We're all shut down.
You understand?
And facing our reality.
So now, a lot of men today, they have short-let apartments everywhere that they just do up and keep for their girlfriends, where their meeting point. Yeah. So some men will tell you they are going to work. That's where they are. The same thing with women. Women have their own carcass where they group up with. You know, if a woman cheats on you, they cheat in a very dangerous way.
Who cheats more?
See, I tell you something.
Yes.
Men cheat.
Yes.
But you see, if a woman wants to cheat,
she's clean.
Thorough. See, it's easy for you to catch a man cheating, but for you to catch a woman cheating, you have to go the 9 yards.
I agree.
Because a woman that wants to cheat, she cheats in a group. So that's why when women fight, you see a lot of things happen. You see a lot of things. People are saying, oh, is that not how you... So if you notice this thing, when women fight, they fight dirty. Because if women are cheating, they go in groups. So now, men, I can carry my babe and go somewhere. But women, when they want to cheat, they go in groups. So they are like friends. So you think that, oh, these are all married women sitting together. Yeah. Or these are all single girls sitting together. Maybe they are chilling on their own. Yeah. But they came to cheat together. Yeah. So if you are calling me now and saying, oh, where's my... if you're calling your girlfriend and saying, oh, where are you? And she says, oh, I'm hanging out with my girls. She does the video, and yes, she's hanging out with her girl. Yeah. But guess what? Something has either happened before that or... So do you understand what I'm saying? So, but for guys, we don't know how to... We might go out, you get drunk, you come and drop your phone. Your wife will just check your phone and see what's going on. Yeah. But for you to catch a girl cheating...
So for the lady, they cheat and it is part of, what's it called? It's within their lifestyle. So their lifestyle doesn't really change.
No.
But for the guy, you see that a pattern has changed.
From a guy, you see a pattern has changed. Because guys, I don't know. See, a girl will cheat. When a girl cheats, she comes back and she will love you. That's what. But guys, when we cheat, when we come back, it's like, does madam know? How do I smell? Yes. Do you understand? Yeah. A girl will cheat, her friend will help her do her makeup, and she'll come back home. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, girls don't cheat in isolation. Okay. Men cheat in isolation. Men cheat whereby, oh, I'm a married man, let me look for one place to go and hide. Yeah. Do you understand? But men cheat in isolation. Yeah. Right? But girls cheat like, they know that they are doing it within themselves. So another girl will back them up. Yeah. So I'm going to my best friend's house. Yeah. So I'm going to my best friend. I'm not saying that every girl does that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that we're just talking about how they cheat.
Yeah, for those that cheat, the guys that cheat and the ladies that cheat.
So basically, coming back to marriage, I just feel like success doesn't feel successful, right? Because We tend to look at social media today. This guy in front of me, he has a perfect life. Nobody has a perfect life.
But you know, maybe just like you said, the social media thing doesn't really put the other side. We put our best pictures, and some persons are not getting it. I know I've heard a lot of persons say it's better to cry in Banana Island, right, than to be happy in AJ. You get. So you're saying, yes, you know that your happiness is not complete, but because the money and the glam is there, you go ahead to be in that relationship and to get married. So you find persons that will also get married to someone because of social approval. You know, okay, this person looks good to my social class. Yes, I'll be hailed by my guy that I got the prettiest girl on the block, or she's an ex-queen, or she's this. And how do we really correct that and create that balance?
So see, this is something you can never change. I tell you, I'm definitely going to remarry. That's number one.
Yeah.
And when I'm remarrying because I'm going to be marrying somebody I know for a fact that a few things from my past.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's not going to be issues.
Yeah, we're not perfect.
Yeah, we're not
definitely,
perfect.
Yeah.
But you see, I'm going to be marrying someone that I know that really wants to be with me.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Not for the glam.
Not for the glam, no.
For the fame, yeah.
Because you see, right now I'm a guy that has been through the block, right? I've had my own fair share of, having kids with multiple women. And a woman that's going to marry you right now needs to be ready that you are not going to bring up those kind of things when we have an argument.
Okay.
So you need to also understand that first, you are marrying me. You're coming into the marriage meeting not just an extended family, but an immediate family.
Yeah, we'll come back to
Yeah.
this. We'll take a break, and we'll take you on this remarriage and, of course, co-parenting. So, EM Convos, we'll be back. We're back on EM Convos. We're still with Ubi Franklin. So before we went on break, Ubi, we're talking about remarriage, and you plan to remarry.
Yeah.
So what will you do differently?
I'll go into it not expecting, because it felt like the last time I had a mood board on how I wanted my marriage to be.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it didn't happen how I wanted it to happen. So, like I always said earlier, marriage is not a thing you go into with a book. You know, there's no past questions for marriage.
True.
You know, everybody has their different questions for marriage, and you need to. So right now I'm ready. I'm preparing myself for the question. What are the questions? Also knowing how to react to situations, knowing when to talk and when not to talk, understanding space, understanding then there's more respect.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just going to go into it understanding that I have to create my own marriage.
Yes.
Not take a marriage couple goals on social media.
Exactly.
And put them,
so focus on the marriage and not the
what
wedding
people think,
and what people think is happening.
whether you have a perfect marriage or not.
Yes.
Because there are very many perfect marriages that we see on social media.
Yes.
But trust me, they're not.
Yeah. No two marriages are the same, and every marriage will go through their own challenges.
Yeah.
But I say both persons, the partners, the persons in those union, have they decided that, okay, we're going to go through this, through thick and thin, so far as I'm not losing myself in the marriage.
Yep.
Yeah, so if the marriage still allows me to thrive, if the marriage still allows me to be the best version of myself, by all means, I should be able to make the sacrifice. And we have a common ground for us to remain happy and remain married. So let's talk about co-parenting. You have 4 children.
Yeah.
And how have you been able to manage this, be there for yourself and for your children. And the challenges, we were talking the other day on your show on co-parenting, and we know the challenges that that we can face in co-parenting if the other partner is not so cooperative.
For me, I just think that every morning when you wake up, pray for your baby mama or the mother of your kids. Pray for all of them and pray for your kids. That's the secret. There's no other secret I can tell you that has happened to me. There's no morning I wake up. See, trust me, there's no morning I wake up that I don't pray for all my kids and their mothers. I always say, Lord, I know that if you protect this woman, my son or my daughter is protected. That's the first prayer I pray every morning. Amazing. I don't miss out on that.
Amazing.
And I let God now do his work by protecting them, keeping them safe. And then I tell God, I said, give me the wisdom and understanding to manage this process properly.
Definitely
now,
need wisdom.
It's not about me. It's not about them. It's about the prayers that we've sent to God. Prayers and our supplications to say, God, do it. So now, once God has done that, then you need to do your own part. Control your anger. Control how you react to stuff. When there are some things they say to you, you walk away. Do you understand? So if you notice, I try as much as possible to, when there's an issue, I try as much as possible to manage it as much as I can. But don't forget that you can never get it all right.
True.
But you see, one thing I've told God, God has done for me is my kids have been safe, no health issues, there's no emergencies. Perfect. So now, it's now my work. So, when you pray to God, you need to go and do your work.
Yes.
You understand? So you need to ask God for direction. So every morning I always ask God for direction, for protection of my kids and their mothers. I'm making sure that I never go out of line to do anything that will hurt my kids now or in the future. So that's how I've been able to handle my parenting.
When we were talking about this, I said, sometimes you face the struggle or an ex or a co-parent that is not so cooperative, but understand that you need at one point to remove your emotions from it, knowing that you brought children to this world, so it is important that they come out the best that they can be, that you're creating that enabling environment. Yes, if you can't, both parents can't be together, but how can you both cooperate? So I tell parents that are individuals that are co-parenting, see those children as a business deal. They are your business, and that business must make profit. And the profit is that your children will come out, grow well, wise, strong, sound mentally and emotionally. So if a decision needs to be made for their well-being, don't allow your emotions come in the way. Because I know one or two parents, now maybe the mother lives with a baby and says, I can take care of them on my own, and you're struggling. So I think it is wrong, because if the dad wants to reach out, wants to contribute, give him the opportunity to, for the sake of that child, not for your own ego or your own pride.
Well, it's like what you said earlier.
Yes.
You cannot teach other people how to react.
Yes.
So it depends on how the marriage crashed, what really happened. But you see, for someone like me, I won't say that I've not faced difficulties, But sometimes, there are times I want to do something with my son, and then his mother will say, it is not going to happen. I'll just laugh. I'll go on my bed, you just see me, I'll pat my leg, I'll just laugh. You know why I laugh? Because I know that there will come a time where she will not be in control. There will come a time where I will not be in control. There will come a time where the boy is in control of where he goes, who he speaks to, and what he reacts, who he decides to chill with or not to chill with. Do you understand? So, like I said, everything that settles the situation between co-parenting, marriage issues, and everything is time. Once you give it time, everything. By the time my son is 10, he's the one that will be telling his mom, or my daughter is 10, or mommy, I want to go. I want to stay
with daddy. I want to travel with daddy.
I want to travel with daddy. I want to go to I want to go to Domino's with daddy. I want to go to cinema with daddy. So by the time that starts happening, it's no more your decision. It's, do you understand? And you cannot. Then the boy gets to 15, 20. Man.
And he decides that I want to live with him.
You understand? So it's not about you. So I always tell people, one of the best advices I've received from people around me And also, I pray to God to give me that wisdom to understand that is understanding that what you're fighting for now, I want my kids with me, blah, blah, blah. And as you are stretching yourself, give it time.
It's just a matter of time.
So once you give it time, everything you are looking for will play out.
Yeah.
You know, some people always say, oh, what if the woman is spoiling the guy's mind? No. If you are a man, go and work hard.
Yes.
Once you work hard and you position, once that boy becomes big and he hears that his father is doing well, listen, his father is doing well. You know, come. You can imagine my son, by God's grace, my son gets to 15. I'm a governor of my state.
Yeah.
And then the mother has spent 15 years telling him things about his father. And then the father becomes a governor.
Yeah.
Tell me where the boy will be. You want to be with me, in government, I will be chilling. Or my daughters, do you understand? Or my other son. Trust me. So, but the thing is, I'm not saying that that's what it, but I'm just saying that in case anybody is going through that situation right now, the only thing you need to do is time. If you're a guy, go and work.
But it is important that we don't take what's it called? Our conflict to our children.
Yeah, so it's very important. So, and it's also very important that
it's
just also important that the women should stop at some point poisoning the minds of these kids. Because see, the kids of these days, they read, they understand what is going on. They are too smart.
Yeah.
They know who gives them the ginger. They know, so you can't continue So my advice to women, especially because most of the time, 90% of the time, the kids are with the women.
Yes.
Right? So my advice to women is stop poking and building hate in the mind of your kids when they are with you against either their father or somebody, because that if you're doing that, it grows into becoming something that is dangerous. Yeah. Just it grows into becoming something that is dangerous, and guess what's going to happen? When they grow, if you build hate in their minds about their fathers, the hate will be transferred to people around them. So that's the advice I always give a lot of women. I say, listen, don't tell this, oh, your father is this, your father, leave them. Yeah. Just say, oh, your father is an amazing man. Keep it that way. Yeah.
How have you been able to, you're a celebrity, how have you been able to manage, the distress that comes, there's a distress that comes with being a celebrity, and manage it and protect this from your children? So that's a negative part of it.
I can protect them from that one because they will all make their mistakes as well. The most important thing is, if I didn't make those mistakes, I won't be where I am today. Yeah. So right now I have the power to twist and change careers at any time. Because whatever we're doing today, we're selling on social media. Yeah. So today I can decide that I want to sell this. And once I'm consistent in 1 month, people will say, oh, Ubi Franklin sells this. Yeah. So right now, so it's not about my, so there's some things you cannot change. You can't give them, everything can't tick the boxes for them. Yeah. But when they grow, whatever they are saying, whatever they see, is what they see when they grow up. That they are going to be after. There are a lot of big kids that we know that are celebrities today that their parents were Yahoo boys at the time. Their parents, then they didn't call it, they were big fraudsters. But today, what are their parents doing? Most of their parents are either clean that money. Yes. You understand? And they are doing well. Yes. Right? Or most of the young, the people you see, their parents were maybe drug dealers in the past. But right now, most of them are clean. So now what they see is not my father was a drug dealer or my father was a fraudster, or they don't see all those things. Yeah. What they see now is where their parents are now. So whatever mistakes you've made in the past, now once your kids grow and what they can see of you now is what they imitate. Yeah, because I like this direction because we must get to the point where we know that we can't stick to our past. The past has happened. Today is a gift, and we can grow and create a new path for ourselves tomorrow. So it is important that everyone comes to that realization that, say, I have the ability to learn and to unlearn, and I can create the future that I want that is different from my past. And also to close that, thinking about what other people think is like this man right here. He has an opportunity to sit on a chair, right? Yeah. And be comfortable doing this. But he decided to use one leg to show that his skill. Yeah. Now, so that shows that not everybody can do this skill. Yeah. Maybe this man has practiced this thing for so long for him to get this. So everybody is not one size fits all. You need to create something that makes you happy.
Okay.
As I am, what makes me happy is seeing my kids, making them happy, buying them stuff, staying in my corner, doing my thing. Don't keep too many friends. My 2 friends I have. So don't keep too many friends.
Yes.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Make sure that you are more productive. See, I tell you, some of my closest friends, when we sit down, 95% of the time we're talking about business and pushing ourselves forward. The other 5%, right? You can imagine what happens in that 5%. So that means you hardly see me sit down with my friends and talk about women.
Yeah.
Like that conversation will never even pass up to 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Or we always talk, 90% of the time is business. How to advance in our businesses, make our businesses scale, all of the things. So if you want to, like being a celebrity and looking at the effects, there's no effect. They will make their own mistakes. Things will change, right? Right now, things are changing. People don't remember my father's mistakes, right?
Yeah.
So that's it.
What are you afraid of?
Nothing. I'm afraid of nothing, but I'm not afraid of even death.
Okay.
But you see, while on earth, I don't want to ever get to my moment and miss it.
Okay.
So I'm not afraid of it, but I don't want to ever get to my moment and miss it. For example, let's say I've been preparing for an exam, and the day of the exam, I sleep off.
Yeah.
That'll be bad. Or there's a governor or the minister or the president I want to see, and on that day, I miss my flight.
Yeah.
Why didn't I come a day before and get ready and wait? So at every time you call me, I'm always ready. If you call me for anything, I prepare myself for many things. Even if I don't know about it, I try to read about it.
Okay. What would be your advice to your 25-year-old self?
My 25-year-old self, that 9 years back, 25-year-old, I would have finished a lot of things at 25. But you see, everybody has the time they arrive.
Yeah.
Right. Some people made their millions at 25. Some people they were broke at 25.
Yeah.
Well, at 25, the advice I'll give is that thing you are living for is what you are meant to live for. Just do it. If you are going to go to school, go to school. But the most important thing I tell people today, if you are 25 right now, at 25 you need to have learned a trade, learn something. Get a skill, because the world is moving to skill economy, more of a skillful economy. If you don't have a skill, you can't do it.
True.
Look at what we're doing right now. There are camera guys in front of us right now, and that's their job.
Yeah.
It's a skill, and they learned it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that most of these guys didn't go to school to do, I'm a cinematographer, or I know how to pan a camera, I know how to fix a lapel mic. No. It's a skill they've learned. So you can imagine if they go to school and add to that, they'll be pros.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why other countries are more advanced than we are, is because we here, they teach you how to go to school.
Yeah, certificate. Yes.
But guess what? Do you know that most of the top billionaires in Nigeria and in Africa is not school that got them there, is learning a trade, having a skill.
Yeah.
So when you have a set skill of what you want to do, so if I was advise my 25-year-old, I'll tell my 25-year-old, I say, listen, this is an opportunity for you to learn a skill. For the future of work, very soon robots will be doing what these guys are doing. You say, just mount a camera and the robot will say, oh no, the sound is not right, please can you twist your hand to the left. So now, you can imagine how we used to shoot drones those days. Is get an helicopter, go up and use the camera to shoot.
Yes.
But right now it's changed.
Yes.
So now, like this guy in front of me right now, I'll tell him to learn another skill and add to it while he's handling the camera, because in the next 5 years, we don't know if there'll be robots that will come that I'll just set the camera and the robots will just shoot me as a movie. Yeah. Everything controlled on the internet. So everybody needs to start learning something. So at 25, I'll tell myself, learn a skill, learn something that every time you're on the table talking to people, you have something to offer. Yeah.
So your final words to young persons?
Man, enjoy your life, do you. Make as many mistakes as possible, but don't let those mistakes make you.
Amazing. So this has been a wonderful time chatting with you. This is the EM Convoys. And we'll say, at every point in time, be sure that you're living the life that you love.
Yeah.
And you love the life that you're living. You're
Always.
important to you. Like he said, do you, be you. Present the best version of yourself to you. You deserve it. You deserve to be happy. Don't make choices that will keep you helpless and hopeless at the end of the day. Come on, don't allow what you see around you to tension you, because you're important to you and you can get it right irrespective of the past. Thank
Like
you
the
very much.
songwriter says, my hallelujah belongs to you. You deserve it. We sing those songs because we know that God deserves the glory.
Yes.
So you deserve also on earth to enjoy your life, make mistakes, but you see, if you're failing, fail forward, don't fail backward.
Yes.
And also, to add to that, young people, suicide is not an option.
Yeah.
That's
Yes. That's not. We're wrapping up, but this part, a lot of person. I'm a mental health advocate, and we know what happens. Just seeing another person's life and feeling that you are not enough. See, just know that we all have our struggles.
Sorry, bro. I said something to you on the show
Yes.
the last time. I said, depression is at the cost of pictures.
Yeah.
Right? So if you walk into this apartment in your mind, I want to own this apartment.
Yeah.
Then you go home and you are bothered that you are a failure.
Yes.
Listen, everything is time.
Yes.
This apartment, the person that owns this set we are in right now, I'm sure that person has failed, and got to. So if you are depressed about pictures, so depression is as a result of unprintable pictures.
Yes.
So when you go to places, you keep snapping. Look, I'm looking at these guys right now. I'm snapping. If he's wearing a shirt that I want and I don't have the money to afford it,
Yes. You become worried.
greed makes me depressed.
Yes.
Because I know that as far as you are living and you work, you can afford everything.
Yeah.
No one person can eat 10 million naira a day.
Yeah.
But if you work hard, you can afford the best things in life.
Yes.
The richer you are, sometimes the lesser of things you even want to afford. Do you understand? So if you're rich, if you're wealthy, doesn't mean that if you see someone that is rich and wealthy, right? Being rich and being wealthy are two different things.
True.
But you now sit down and you feel bad because somebody else has gotten it right.
Yeah.
Then you are the fool.
True.
You know why? Because all you need to do is go and ask yourself, how did this person get here? And look for the route to walk into the place. So finally, youth of today, they don't want to do the work.
And to define happiness for yourself.
Yeah.
That you're happy driving a particular car doesn't mean I will be happy. Because we must define what is happiness for me. What is happiness and peace for me?
I said to a friend like the other day, he was complaining. I pulled him out of his office and we stood by the window. I said, you see these cars passing?
Yeah.
These cars passing, if you stop each car and ask them where they are going to, you'll be thankful. You kneel down and thank God for your life. He said, why do you say so? I said, you see these cars on this express? Some of them are carrying dead people.
Yeah.
Some of them are carrying half-dead people. Some of them are carrying problems that the bank is about to collect. Even this car they are driving at their houses.
Yeah.
Some of them are going through a situation that is unexplainable.
Yes.
I said, by the time you stop all these cars, I said, listen, stop 50 cars and ask them where they are going to. You'll find out that there's a dead body in one of the cars. They're taking the person to a mortuary. Or you find out that there's a woman that's about to give birth, but she doesn't even have the money. The hospital have bounced her. You find out that there's somebody that the bank is about to collect his entire estate because of his owing. I say you find out different issues. So why do you need to disturb yourself? Or why do you need to even think about what another person is thinking about you?
Yes.
So thinking about what another is to show you that is to say that other people's lives are perfect. No, everybody's going through something. We're on a journey.
Yeah.
There are a lot of gallops on the roads. So thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Taribo, for having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming on the EM Convos.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ubi. Okay, so thank you guys. It has been EM Convos with Ubi Franklin. So I tell you, go and live your best life.